Harlem just give you the extra sauce, the confidence and ego being from Harlem. But to be honest, like Harlem ain't know about it either. This is a
That's why he's here.
2007 Supreme flap down.
Yes.
Fitted. And you can see the dust coming off it.
Yes.
Back then, if you had to know what Supreme was, you didn't cop anything.
Right. During that time, you cannot not acknowledge Tiana Taylor in terms of her pioneering like the tomboy look. How do you feel about Tiana during that time? Do you feel like is there any other female that even compares to her with that style?
It's not even close. All right. Yo, what up? It's your boy Rich P. Strength in Numbers is most definitely in the building. I'm here with my guy Bob, and we about to go through my top 3 hats. You dig?
Smooth. One take P.
That's what they call me in the studio. That's funny. That's literally what they call me.
You're dumb extra right now.
Oh, hey, Bob. When I go po, just laugh right until I run out of gas. At the gas.
Yo, what's the word, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Chilling with Bob, where you know we're going to talk about some of the flyest, nostalgic, and trendiest hat drops of today. And I already know my next guest is all too tuned in and tapped into this hat culture. Last season, I had the opportunity to talk to some dope and amazing hat creators in this hat culture. But this season, I wanted to talk to those fly hat collectors. You know, those people that know about those if you know brands, those if you know hat drops. My next guest has an amazing album out right now titled Where Does Love Get You? Out on all streaming platforms right now. Please make sure you guys download that. It's an amazing body of work, bro. I cannot lie to you. But before you guys do, please help me. Welcome to the show, Harlem's own Rich motherfucking P. You know, I appreciate you for coming on, my brother. Thank you, man. This has been like a minute. I've been trying to get you on.
We finally here, though.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. So everybody know what P's here to do, man. That's to give us his top 3 go-to hats. I know he came a long way. Oh, y'all here, the queen. So we're gonna have no more further ado. P, let's get into your first top 3 go-to hat, man. Woo!
This is a
That's why he's here.
2007 Supreme flap down.
Yes.
Fitted. And you can see the dust coming off it.
Yes.
Man, I went in Supreme and bought this in 2007. It's definitely crazy. Got the Supreme when you pull it down.
Yeah.
Then anything you say can and will be used against you on the side. You got the Supreme here. And
Fire.
this is still got the sticker on it.
Oh my God.
This is a piece.
Yo.
People be DMing me when I pull it out. They be like, yo, can I cop old logos? This is 07.
Yo, that was like the golden time.
This is crazy.
Golden time.
This is with the world famous on the brim. Yeah, this is
2007 Supreme flap down is fire,
this
bro.
Is crazy.
You can put it right here. You can put it in the middle.
This
so we got
is,
the
most definitely a piece.
Yeah. Nah, man. You know, when you talk about 07, man, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, to me, during that time, in terms of fashion, like, it was like a golden age, bro. Like, golden age. When you talk about Supreme and shopping online, you know what I'm saying? And we talk about it a little bit off camera, but shopping out there during that time was just like an amazing moment, man. This right here, I haven't seen this one in a minute.
That's the real if you know era, cause back then, if you had to know what Supreme was, you didn't cop anything.
Right.
And that's when there was no lines, no tourists.
Right.
It was just the fly guys only. You walk in, you could cop a pair of SBs.
Yep.
That was a time, man.
Yes. You know, I think during that time was heavy on Fashion Night Out was like huge during that time. So if you was going out there to Soho, and if you knew about it, definitely during Fashion Night Out was one of those times when everybody broke out.
Those are
you saw like the
legendary.
fire. Everybody that was flea, like he said, like that knew about it. They was out there during that time. I can't front.
That's one of the most illest. I feel bad for people who didn't get to live those nights.
Right.
That first day of Fashion Week, that Fashion Night Out, even a kid or youngins. If you ain't get to live through those nights, man, where you could possibly run into Ye in the street, Cuddy, oh man, the Bape store was going crazy. Remember, I walked in, was that the Fendi store, I think, and they had a party, and they was just giving us champagne
on it, yeah.
And Movado was in there just chilling. I'm like, Movado?
Yeah.
What a time, man.
Yeah,
what a time.
Nah, it was fire during that time. See, one thing about it is, like, I know you're from Harlem, right? And I always felt jealous. People that was close to the city.
Oh, facts.
You guys, I felt like you guys are just, like, privileged to, like, have, like, first dibs on all, like, the fly shit, like, the trendy shit that y'all always knew about things, right? Do you feel like being from Harlem, you guys were, like, blessed with being able to be near the city and have first dibs to, like, those... if you know kind of styles and brands.
You know what's crazy? Like, it's like a yes and no. Harlem just give you the extra sauce, the style, and the confidence and ego being from Harlem. But to be honest, like, Harlem ain't know about it either.
Really?
It was like you had to be into fashion to know. Cause I was the one coming back uptown with all this on, and these, like, everybody uptown was looking at me like I had three eyes.
Right.
So it was crazy. Like, dudes be like, yo, like, what are you wearing, bro? Like, you don't do that, or that's some freaky shit you got on. Like, that's freaky. Like, yo, freaky, like. And then everybody was just Ace Solos and Mermonts. And I was coming through the hood with pea coats and Bape on.
Yeah.
And I used to get looked at crazy. And as time started going by, fast forward like 5 years, 7 years later, when we all made it cool and that transition of fashion comes, then everybody want to backtrack and be like, yo, you was ahead of your time, bro. And it's like, I wasn't ahead of my time when y'all was talking about how I was dressing. But again, I always liked being, I never wanted to dress like everybody anyway. And I never wanted to look like everybody. That's why I hate trends. Like, I always try to set them. I was always strung out on, like, I want to be the reason y'all wearing something. I don't want somebody else to be the reason why I'm wearing something. So that's trendsetter shit.
Yeah, nah. Nah, you know what's crazy? Because I remember ASAP came out, right? And like I seen ASAP came out with, he had the Jeremy Scott with the bones on the foot. And I was like, damn, son.
Me and Rocky was a Jeremy Scott Kings.
That's crazy.
We had every pair. And I remember Jeremy Scott hit me on Twitter. And he was just like, yo, you be repping for real.
Complex, man. Nah, he's gonna be saying hit me up.
Real talk. It was crazy. And I remember everybody was like, yo, Jeremy Scott just wrote you back?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And then he started hitting me on a regular, like, yo, you got every pair. He'd be like, yo, you really go crazy. And I'd be like, you could look those tweets up too. I'm gonna retweet them.
Yeah, now that I think about it.
Yeah, but it was just me and Rocky with all the Jeremy Scotts. Like, I had the patent leather wings, and I remember Rocky had I ain't gonna lie, like, Rocky was like, the stuff that I was on, he was like the only other person that I would see and be like, yo, like, he really got the same shit.
So did you know
this before the deal?
I'm gonna say, did you know Rocky before he was? Yeah.
So I would really be like, I'll go on his Facebook page, and I know he'll go on mine. Like, I see, like, I had Ato Masamoto's, and I thought I was like God for having them shits. Those are shits Ye wore in a Stronger video. No one knew what they were.
The black. Wait,
it's this red sneaker with 4 straps on it.
And did it have like an A on it?
Yeah, the Ato Masamoto's.
That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, Ato Masamoto's.
Right. Yep.
So Ye was first, of course. Yeah. But I had to, and I remember back then, Complex used to do the Kanye's Beatdown, where he would just describe his outfit.
Right.
And I would buy Complex every time to see. And I remember Ye had the white pair in this issue.
Right.
And then he had a Dior polo on, I think some YSL jeans. And then when it got to the shoes, it said, "I'm not telling." And I was like, yo, Kanye is mad petty for this.
Yeah.
And I just would not let it go. I was like, yo, I have to find out what this sneaker is.
Right.
And then I finally found them. And I got a pair. And I remember I was walking through the hood. Niggas were like, yo, what are those? And then I remember Rocky had the silver pair. I was like, wow. I
won't cap. I'm not gonna cap. I'd fake cop those, right? Fake Jones though. Fake Jones. Super fake Jones though, because I went on eBay. I was fiending because I remember he came out with them. They had the 3 big straps on them, and I was like, yo. They had the description was like cow high boot, right? Yep. Some cow shit.
Facts.
And I copped them and I was like, yeah, niggas ain't gonna know what these are. And then I wore them and I knew they were fake because just the sole, it was just cheap feeling. But I was like, I don't give a fuck. Kanye got them on. Nobody really knew what they were in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy during that time, like when you bring up Kanye, Pharrell, right, was huge, right?
Facts.
I'm talking about we had BBC store, ice cream. Like, that was where we went to first, right? When we saw it was, I go to the BBC store, ice cream store, and then I went to the baby store after that, and that was my shit, you know what I'm saying? Going around. And, you know, I always wanted to compare, like, the impact that Kanye and Pharrell had, and I want to ask you about that. Like, which one really impacted you the most creatively as an artist, right? And within fashion?
I mean, Ye definitely impacted me more just because I resonated with his music more.
Right.
And fashion. But Pharrell is right there with the cultural impact.
I can't even talk about Pharrell's impact without obviously bringing up Tiana, right? Obviously, that's a friend of yours. And it's like, during that time, you cannot not acknowledge Tiana Taylor in terms of her pioneering like the tomboy look. Hands down. I mean, she was always at BBC. She would always be in there. So you could have caught her in there just chilling. But she would be in there and she would have I remember she used to have the ice cream hat right here. She had this one. She had BBC hats to galore. Like, how do you feel about Tiana during that time? Do you feel like is there any other female that even compares to her with that style?
It's not even close.
Not even close.
She's an icon, man.
Yeah.
Tiana is a icon. Like, style-wise, like, musically, fashion, film, but on that impact and influence, like how girls dress today, when you see girls at Kith and the girls who work at Kith and work at Bape or all these stores, that's a direct lineage of Tiana's influence. That tomboy chick, that tomboy drip of I'm just as fly, like she is the pioneer of that.
Right.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
it's crack.
It's her impact on fashion is crazy, and a lot of people forget, like, she has the fastest selling shoe in Adidas history with the Harlem GLC. Because before Ye was even at Adidas, he had, she was there, and she had the Harlem GLC. That's the fastest selling shoe in Adidas history.
And I love this one.
Thanks.
Pete, let's get into your second one. Before I start getting into these questions. Oh,
2008 plaid.
Talk to me.
This is another one I love.
Right.
2008 plaid. This was just, I remember I walked in and copped this. I seen the plaid. I was like, and this was the flannel era. I remember I would be in Uniqlo buying flannels left and right.
Oh my God.
Still got the sticker.
Yo, I remember Uniqlo used to go to Uniqlo in Soho, and we used to, like, you could buy jeans, and then I think they would tailor them for you.
Right there in an hour.
There, right?
In an hour,
Yo, son.
In an hour.
I don't know if they do that anymore. I don't think
know,
so.
But I do remember that. 1 hour they do tailor your jeans for you.
Because the jeans is foul. Because I used to put them on, I'm like, nah, son, I gotta get these tailored, and
But it's ill that they would even do that. That was definitely super dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I was buying flannels out of Uniqlo all the time, and they t-shirts was always dope quality. But yeah, man, this is another the flannel BOGO from 2008. Damn, that's
Fire.
It's what, 15 years? 16 years.
Yeah, we talking about
Holy, in the condition for a 16-year-old hat. This is really good condition. Still.
Yeah. Yeah, when
And
we
I
talk
only wear
about
them like once a
oh no,
year
you can
now.
put it up there.
I wear these about once a year now.
Give them that close up. You do bring it out.
Yeah, about
Fire.
once a year. The last time I think I wore this was Rolling Loud 2019.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this when we talking about those nostalgic hats,
Facts.
people, we're talking about this right here. He just brought out 07. You said 09 with this one, right?
07, 08.
08 with these right here. And first of all,
These dudes could never.
you know you know how many hats I done threw out from that time. And I'm pissed because some of them I'm like, damn, bro, I would have loved to wear this one. The
I
Miska
kept
one.
these,
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And kind of going into it, right? When you talk about they can never, I remember off your album, right? One of my songs I actually love a lot, right? 10 Toes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And your line goes as bathing ape shark hoodie with the Jaws eyes. Or I could take it back to 06 with the Cause eyes.
That
You
wasn't
didn't even
getting
fly yet. And I'm like, damn, man. When I heard it during your album release. And I don't know why it hit me right then and there, but I guess maybe because I'm just
If you
stuck.
know, you know. One of those. So if
Just
you know,
stuck.
you know.
Yeah. Which one of those hypebeast brands, you know what I mean? Because obviously you reference other ones as well, like Comey the song on the album. Right,
Yeah.
but which one of those brands do you feel like made like the flyest hats?
Oh man, the flyest hats.
Or even hats and clothing. Take your time. It's tough.
Probably. I ain't gonna lie, it might be BBC.
Yeah.
Like before they went public and made the brand a little more accessible. Like their hats were just staples. Like you said, people camped out for their hats.
Right.
Like Supreme is up there too.
Right.
But them BBC hats, man, if you seen somebody with it, it was almost like a statement. Like, oh, you know about the drip.
Yup.
You see someone with a BBC hat back then, it's like you be knowing.
Yeah.
And it came at a hefty tag. So if you was willing to spend that too, it's like, okay.
It was only a select few. Only a select few would have it. And I'm big on that, right? Because it's crazy because you talk about price points, right? During that time, it was like proud to pay price points, right? It's like, you know, you had BBC, right? And I think during that time, because Supreme was not what Supreme was right now.
Yeah.
BBC was that because you had Pharrell, and Bake was that because obviously Pharrell as well. And the price point was like, yo, if you had that on, you're right. I think Bake hatch was like 100 something.
100 something.
100 something. BBC hatch was 100 something too. But they had like $80 one, $90. But still, these are high price points
And
for
back then a
hat.
fitted was like $30.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
yeah. The reason I'm happy to have you on, bro, because two, one is a full circle moment. I'll tell you why. But two is because, you know, I always, anybody that I have on my show, I'm probably already did my research on you way before I even hit you up. And I noticed obviously your fashion take, right? But I was like, man, like, nah, he really knows about those nostalgic drops, those important drops, those brands that was like, you know what I'm saying, the hypebeast ones that are still relevant today, but during that time it was like, yo, bro, like this was it. You know what I mean? So yeah, now I'm super excited to have you on because of that.
Appreciate that, man.
And the other reason why I'll tell you a little bit later. But let's get into your final top 3, and then if you got anything else nostalgic. And, you know what? Before we get there, we're going to get into this game. So, my fault. I don't want to rush the process, man. All right, because it took me a while to get you up here, P. But there's a game I have right now. It is a fan favorite. Everybody does love it. It's called Cop or Drop. This is about 10. We're going to go about 10. We got 10 pictures. I'm going to show you a couple hats. that's out now, some old joints. You tell me cop, drop, simple as that. Let's get right into it.
Copy.
First hat right here. These are my favorites right here. This is from my guy, Lord Fubu.
Okay.
How you feeling about those?
These are hard.
These are hard.
These are hard.
What do you think?
I really like the A's hat.
Okay.
That's crazy. I would definitely cop the A's hat for sure.
Right. It's my guy, John Stan. Everybody know about John Stan. How you feel about John Stan?
Yeah, I remember
hats?
these. I seen these at an event. These is fire. I would definitely wear this.
Yeah?
I love oversized embroidery.
Really?
Yeah, unless you cook, like those are fire. I definitely would cop those.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know,
I
it's
like
funny-
those hats a lot.
Yeah, like I didn't even know John Stan was from Brooklyn. I didn't even know that.
I remember the one time I tried to look on the site. I think they were gone or something, but
Yeah.
I vividly remember going to his site because I was like, these are hard.
All right, boom. So this is another guy named Loso. Loso is,
He started with the flames and
you know
all
what I'm talking about? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I remember these.
How you feel about Loso hats? Copper drop, man.
I think I remember the flame ones I liked. I liked those. Those were dope. But those are the ones that I really remember.
Right.
I think the price point was pretty wild. But Yankee,
So we dropping.
yeah. I mean, I think the price point had me a little off, but
Really?
it's my man Tips.
Oh man,
Yeah,
Tips,
it's an auto
man.
cop, man. I got like a good 4 or 5 Tips.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out
Tips
to Tips,
always looks
bro.
out, man. I got the friends and family joints.
Fire.
He'll send me the private link to like cop early.
Yeah.
Man, I'm happy to see where Tips came from and where he's at now. It's amazing. J Tips is definitely my guy, and to see him, it's ill because I remember a few years ago we were at a Nike event and I was talking to him. He was just talking about like, yo, like shit don't be bringing in no bread like that. And we just having a conversation. It was like that crossroads conversation where like you at that place where you're not sure where you wanna, if things are gonna work out.
Right.
And a year later, my guy just exploded on the scene. So knowing that we had that convo to see we had now, like shit like that makes me really happy.
Yo, ain't that some shit?
Yeah, I'm super happy. That's why I cop and support, because Tips came a long way. You know, we got a dope classic record together.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Called Mamba Mentality.
Fire.
So salute to my guy Tips, man.
Yeah.
Facts.
My God, Tips, for sure. Let's keep going though. My guy T-Mark, man.
Another
We copping
one.
and dropping.
Shout out to my guy T-Mark, man.
Facts.
I think his hats are really clean and clever.
Right.
Another one, just seen him come a long way from not only just being the king of sneakers, but the king. Now you got the hat game on lock.
Going crazy.
I love the crew hats with the Rockefeller Rough Riders, locks, and all of those crews going across the whole hat.
Yeah. Oh my
It's
God.
the illest.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Of the illest,
That's my favorite
hats.
one.
That's one of the illest hats
Yeah.
that I've personally seen.
Right.
Fire. T-Mark
Yeah.
is my guy, man. Great guy.
Definitely.
my bro.
That's actually my favorite one too, which is mad funny.
Super facts.
Facts though. So this is the new Marnie Carhartt bucket
yeah.
hat. What we doing with this one? I love this one, but we
I like
copping
it.
or we dropping.
One, I just think Carhartt clothes are fire.
Word.
I like it. I
Yeah?
think the Marnie Carhartt is fire. I would wear that for sure.
Yeah.
I would definitely wear that. That's
I
a
fuck
cop.
with the whole collection actually.
Yeah.
Though.
Super facts.
All right. P, appreciate that. Let's go right
Yes,
into
sir.
your last but not least, your third
Yes, sir.
go-to hat.
So this is my hat, the Nipsey Kobe, the highest
Fire.
human act is to inspire.
Let's
Snapback. You got the this was a nice sellout. I remember when I dropped this, it sold out immediately.
Right.
We got the Prolific on the side. We got the Marathon flags on the side. Nip's famous quote. Then we got the 24-8 for Kobe with the Mamba on the side.
Word.
Then you got the Sin for strength in numbers, because we all staying unified out here.
Sure.
That's the only way we're gonna win.
Yes, sir.
And it's in that Nipsey blue / Lakers blue.
Yeah.
That classic Lakers blue.
Fire.
I love this hat, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Two of my biggest inspirations. I think people understand how much impact these dudes had.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when people wear this hat, it makes them feel a certain way. Because I know anytime I wear this, I actually feel...
Yeah, it represents something.
Like, it represents... I feel good with this hat on.
Right.
And then when people actually take a look or they look on the side, they be like, yo...
Yeah.
So I'm proud of this hat right here.
That we put it down for the people that people see in the
Super.
middle. Yeah. Yeah, I remember when you came out. So let's talk about the Forecast brand, right? I remember when you came out. Was it like 2019, 20?
2020.
2020,
Yeah.
right? And I don't know if you did anything else outside of it, but I know hats was like the first...
That's a fact.
Or the main priority, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why the hat though? Why did you choose the hat more than anything?
Hats are just staples, man. They are the icing on the cake to outfits.
Word.
They help with confidence.
Word.
They bad hair days, you can cover it up and
Facts.
still look good.
Yeah.
If your hair ain't hairing or whatever, your hat can still make you feel good for the day.
Right.
It just makes the fit complete. If your fit is basic and you got a good hat on, it accentuates the entire outfit.
Right.
You could wear all black, but if you got a dope hat on,
Yeah, that's it.
it makes the black look fashion. Like
Right.
hats are really, really dope, man.
Yeah, I remember when you came out with these, man, and
Yeah.
and I was just like, all right. And I mean, you had the Forecast, when you had the
Yes,
logo
sir.
with the what is a woman like with the
Yeah,
umbrella
with the
and
hearts, raining hearts.
yeah, man. And when you talk about Nipsey and Kobe, right? Because we spoke a little bit
Yeah.
about it. And obviously, this does, like, when you put it on, it makes you feel like something, right? The highest human act is to inspire, right? You got Nipsey and you got Kobe. Like, how was their impact? How was their lives? How did it impact you and what you're going through right now?
Being an artist, one, Nip is the like the face of independence, of sticking to your game plan, doing things on your terms. And having leverage by staying independent and building a name for yourself to be in control of your destiny. And he was just a prime example of that for years. And he's just honorable. Like, I look up to people that are honorable. Like, I like honorable people who have codes, morals, and values, and they stand on them.
Right.
I think people just be in love with fame, and fame doesn't do anything for me. It's you could be famous, but when you got integrity with your fame, I will look at you in another light. Because, like, okay, you got the power to shift the way people are thinking right now.
Crazy.
And Nip was one of those people, because he would say things, and it take a lot to wow me, but when he spoke almost every time, I was wild. I was like, just like facts.
Right.
And he was very present in what he was doing.
Right.
And I think he was very proud of it because he knew how long his journey was.
Right.
It was truly a marathon. So Kobe, a work ethic, man. Like, every time I see a story or just like how hard this dude worked, when he broke his hand and he only shot with his left, like, most dudes would just sit out.
Yeah, that would have been
Most
it.
people just relax. Like, yo, I'm gonna just wait till my hand heal and get back and really. This dude, like, really worked out his left hand and built a left jumper because his right hand was broken. Like, that's different level of dedication.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna get good with this hand. And then you can watch entire clips of Kobe shooting with his left hand in games. This dude is like his work ethic, because what makes Kobe so great is the work ethic and the practice. And it's just, man, you gotta want it. You gotta want to be better, get better. But man, I just learned so much from just Kobe and Nip, and just how hard they worked, their dedication, and the gems they dropped. They weren't afraid to share information. And I really appreciate their legacy, because it's molding me and has molded me into a better person and artist.
I love that. And I've seen it through your Forecast hats. I'm not sure if you have any more hats. I don't know if you have any honorable mentions.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yeah, let's get into those. But yeah, I love it, man. definitely. I remember you came out with this one.
Yeah, honorable mentions is definitely the forecast.
There we
fitters.
go. That's all I was waiting for.
We got the Yankee.
Yeah.
We got the Phillies pink brims.
Yes, sir.
You know, very rare.
Tough.
I love these, man.
Yeah.
We got the forecast logo on the front.
Buy it.
You got the I need to be around some love on the side.
Tough.
Yankee, you can never go wrong with that.
Yes, sir.
Amazing. The dope thing. I really love the Phillies too, because it glows in the dark.
Oh, fine. Okay.
You got the I need to, and it's, you know, the World Series on the side, and then you got the I need to be around some love on the back.
Tough.
You got the glow in the dark Philly, glow in the dark World Series and MLB logo.
Tough.
Pink brim.
That one's hard. These is hard. You know, it's funny. I seen them online, but I didn't get you to see them in person.
Yeah, man.
And I'm looking at these now.
Super
Yeah,
dope.
nah, these are dope. These are dope. That red on the navy blue it makes it pop crazy.
Yeah,
who inspired you to want to do hats though? Was it anybody in particular or any brand? Who inspired you?
You know, honestly, I started making snapbacks in like 2011, 2012. Like me and 40 Ounce Van were like the first people making hats.
40. Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was a dope way to express myself.
Right.
And create revenue and give like my fans something to have.
Right.
You know, this is like the beginning of the digital era. So, you know, when I was making those hats then, I was just like, man, I want people to have a piece. I want to look back and people pull those hats out and be like, yo. And then when I came back out with Forecast, my first hat was really the trucker, the yellow and white Forecast trucker. I really felt like that Von Dutch era and Pharrell's nerd hat era. I really wanted to just bring it back to life. So I was like, I want to make a yellow trucker like Pharrell.
Word.
And I, you know, definitely was the inspiration for me coming back out. And it was dope, man. And I'm just happy that I've been able to sell so many hats across the world and just see people down the street and people be taking pictures of people, sending it to, yo, this dude got your hat on in the spot, or she got your hat on. And it's just everywhere, man. I ship just everywhere in this country. So
it's crazy, man.
Cali, Texas, Florida, North Dakota, Minnesota.
It's crazy.
Man, it's like the Vegas. Like the people that I'd be like wow, like people really be Atlanta, Chicago, like people be copping out, man, and it's like all over. Like you really find out who be rocking with you. So
yeah. Yo, P, I appreciate you coming up here
for sure.
And not only bringing the Forecast hats up, but taking me down memory lane.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? With some of my favorite hats. You know what I'm saying? For sure. When you talk about the path, man, I another reason why I was so happy that you came up here is because I remember back in 2020, you were, you know, on live and you were listening to beats and stuff like that. And I was one of the ones that sent beats in like, yo, bro, like what you think? You know what I'm saying? And I had gotten your response on it. And to have you here now, you know what I'm saying? And
I remember that.
This, you know what I'm saying, environment, bro, talking about what we be talking about, man, it's a full circle moment for me. And I got to pat myself on the back for continuing on and and believing, you know what I'm saying? And for you coming over out here, bro, I appreciate you, man. My God, man. So everybody knows what to do. Like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you thought about it. What you know about the Supreme hats he brought out, the Forecast ones. I'll leave this information in the bio. It's Chilling with Bob. Till next time. Peace.
Yes, sir.
101 number one, you the one for me. Gun is your gun, you shooting it with me. This costing not rum, just sip and get ready. I'm making you come cause I want it all on me.
Man, and I can't wait to see more of the Forecast.
Got
you know
some
what I'm saying?
dope pieces coming. End of this month, gonna get some new pieces in. We're gonna be doing some Proud to Pay hats.
There we go.
Like Nip, like the great Nipsey. Soon, like probably in about 2-3 weeks, we'll be having some exclusive 10 hats.
God damn, I should have waited. I should have had you wait. You would have probably bought them up.
But
that's
they're gonna
tough,
be
though.
only for whoever buys the CD.
Yeah,
we're gonna have
there we
10
go.
CDs. 10 hats.
Yeah.
You know, $100.
Yeah.
Y'all will be the only ones with that hat, that color,
There we go.
that model. And we're gonna make that a piece of history for people. Whereas just 10 of those hats, and whoever buys the CD gets those hats.
Yeah.
So you know, that was my whole marketing ploy anyway. When I dropped my first album, was I can't sign a stream, you know,
Right.
but
yeah.
I could give people a product and sign that for you,
Right.
and capture a moment in time for you.
Yes.
Because you lose if one day they get rid of Apple Music or Spotify, it's gone.
Yeah.
There is no nostalgia.
There's nothing.
But if you can keep a piece of history, a clothing item, a CD forever.
Right.
So you can pass this hat down like, yo, you'll never know the history behind this hat to somebody, your kid or nephew, something. So
Yeah.
man,